And we welcome you to Hampton, Georgia, on the campuses of Lovejoy High, as they are moments away from a double header. Girls are about to tip off moments away as we get set for the presentation of the colors along with the national anthem. As this evening, it will be the 7-4 Trojans of Banneker out of College Park hosting or visiting the 5-1 overall Wildcats of Lovejoy, located in Hampton, Georgia. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Alongside Dennis Thomas, I am Anthony Harp, however and wherever you are joining us. We thank you for doing so on this rather mild mid-December evening.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of Georgia and to the republic which stands one nation under God,
good evening, Anthony Hart.
with liberty
Thank you for
and justice for all.
doing best. I'm going to try to do the technical side of this thing and keep it going for us tonight. What is going to cause can't talk too lot right now. I just want to thank you guys for joining in. Make sure you call a friend, tell a friend to join us right here live from Lovejoy High School Gymnasium for the Lovejoy Banneker ball game. I don't hear from you much during the ball game. Mr. Anthony's going to take over and pretty much do what he can. We have a couple of special guests come up, maybe during halftime between the ball game, and talk a little bit about the school and some things going on in the story. Again, I want to thank you for joining in on this live broadcast, streaming broadcast from Lovejoy High School. Back to you, Anthony.
All right. And while they are, as the color guards have made their presence known, and we are actually stage left, we will step aside for the presentation of the national anthem. All right, so let's get a look at the Trojan or the Banneker Trojans. Looking at their last game earlier this week, they took on Hickville Charter. They hosted this basketball program. They're based in Atlanta, and the Trojans, they got the win 54-21. As for the Lovejoy Wildcats, their last game was at Charles Henderson, located in Troy, Alabama, getting the win 86-32. The Wildcats, they are 5-1 overall, 0-3 in league play. In Banneker, they are 7-4. Overall, they are 1-2 in league play. It is almost time to shake, rattle, and roll. We have which is won by Lovejoy. We are underway as Kilo Anderson scored off of 8 seconds into the game. 2-0 up. Passing, Clayton inside, driving in the paint, and 2 morning steps was taken by substitutions Boyd, crossing midcourt, passing it to Harrison, driving inside, layup, good. stepping in. Inbound pass for the Trojans. Bounce pass in. Driving, passing in the corner, the three ball and hits inside of the run. No good from the left ball. That was missed by Hurd. Here's Peter Preston driving, gives it to Boyd, pass cross court to Harrison, the three ball missed, rebound Boyd. Back out to Preston, inside, contested, and we have a foul as Leela Hurd with the contested shot. Nothing after play. On your screen. Passing the Preston on the far right corner. Dribbling, working on Dunn. Passing, put up the shot, then out, no good by Lovejoy. Rebound, Lovejoy. Passing mid-court. Preston, now play. Inbound. And we have yet another whistle. I can't hear. All right, the inbound pass. Well, no inbound pass yet. Trying to get the ball back at midcourt. That's where the foul was. Inbound pass by Hurd into Jada Copeland. And double dribble on Copeland. That's going to be another turnover. 4-0 after a 4:40 to play in the first quarter. Passing midcourt is Preston. Passing to Hardy. Now passing to Boyd. Now long pass to Harrison. Driving, steps up, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound Copeland, throwing elbows to clear the space. Here comes Knight. On the far right corner. Passing the top of the key to Hurd. Here's the ball back to Copeland. On the top of the key. Working on Peterson. Driving. Put up the shot. That is no good. We got free throws coming up. Looking at for the Banneker Trojans in their last game. The Trojans held the Hornets to single-digit scoring in each quarter. 6 points were the most points scored per quarter for the Hornets in their dominance over Hapeville Charter. Second free throw, no good. 0 for 2 on the board. Rebound, Foster, giving it to Boyd. Boyd in the paint. Back out. Straightaway three, no good. Hit the side of the rim. Hardy with the shot. Here comes Robinson, crossing the court. Passing right. Passing right to left. Passing right again to Hurd. Hurd driving in the paint. Block. That was blocked by Hardy. Trojans recover. Inside is a steal. Brianna Hardy. Wildcats the other way. Foster down low. Back off the board. He shoots the three. Missed the three. The ball will be tipped. It will be recovered by Lovejoy. Nice save by Hardy. Here comes Boyd. To the top. Bounce pass. Clayton. No good. Contact. No foul. Whistle is blown. Foster was down low and could not convert. Still 4-0 our score in favor of Lovejoy, 4-12 first quarter. And we have another whistle. That's because the Harrison Third will be Watching it fourth is Jessica Bates. She's passing right. Driving is Copeland. Bounce pass inside, recovered by Hurd. Back out to Copeland. Copeland on the right wing. Backing it out. She's being guarded by Brianna Hardy. Passing inside tonight, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound Lovejoy. On the floor, it's 3-on-2 in favor of Lovejoy, and the pass was too hot to handle. Foster tried to bounce pass it in to Harrison. Pass was too hot to handle, and we will have our first timeout. 3:42 in the first quarter. 4-0 score. Lovejoy leading Banneker on the Georgia Media Network Services. And we are back. Game one of a doubleheader right here on the Georgia Media Network Services. It will be the men's edition of Banneker and Lovejoy. As soon as this game is done here. And here comes the Trojans. Bates taking a close post, puts up a wild circuit shot. No good, hits the deck. No foul call. Rebound Lovejoy. And here Foster taking it coast to coast, driving, finish, but will shoot a pair of free The first free throw does not go. Lovejoy, they are currently in first place in 6A Region 4. That's the second free throw was good. 5-0 score. 33 minutes to play. First quarter. As Knight on the right side, ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Wildcats. There will be Lila Hurd will be doing the inbound passing and does the poke on top of the feet inside the paint. Driving, maneuvering, bounce pass to Hurd. No good. Tip. No good. That was Hurd with the foul. With the rebound. Now here comes the other end, and it is a foul call. Anaya Boyd running the floor, drawing the foul. As we have some free throws coming up. First free throw, no good. Other games happening in regions in 6A, Region 4. Lakeside, they took on Casti, Cristo, Ray, Atlanta. And the second free throw is no good. 0 for 2 at the line by Boyd. That ball is last touched by the Wildcats. And a The ball might have been tipped going inbounds. And no. Lovejoy. They will receive the inbound pass and the ball is not touched by Banneker. So they're on the side of the court inbounding the ball. Receiving the inbound pass from Brianna Hardy. Good. Inside the paint at the shooting in the pass. No good. Gets the all-use rebound and gets the bucket. Lila Hood scoring for the first time. Ball kicked out of bounds. It will be Trojans ball. We have substitutions. Destiny Battle Rhodes is going out while Lila Hood. Well, Battle Rose is going in. Lila Hood is going in. Going around the screen with Gates. Gives it to Copeland. Copeland driving. Last touch by the Wildcats. One has some very tall ladies. Hardy and Lamania Foster. They are tall as well as Lila Hood. As another contested shot put up, Nuts recovers, can't hit it. And here comes the Hood. The teardrop gets that to roll. Approaching 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Nothing else scoring. Serving up Lovejoy. Yet to get on the board in the first quarter. Copeland driving on the right side. Puts up a wild shot here. Robinson, no good. That's protected by Foster, who's running the floor. Ball is recovered by Banneker, and a wild shot that could not be passed at the empty stage by Robinson. It was 3-0 in favor of Banneker. That was a missed opportunity to get points on the board. 1:36 to play. Banneker still yet to go on the board. They're trailing 9. Approaching a minute and a half to play. Hood passing. 3-ball. Corner. No good. But it might have been an air ball. Rebound Knight. Crossing midcourt. Driving. Passing. Recovered by Bates. Bates on the left side. Now passing right. Put up a floater. That is no good by Knight, and it will be recovered by Peterson, who's fresh off the bench. Here comes Lovejoy. Teardrop or stopping pop shot. No good by Clayton. And she comes in, gets her own board, and gets her own shot. And we are now in double digits, 11-0 our score. First, under 1 minute to play, and we have a timeout. Timeout on the floor. 2 seconds left in the first quarter. 11-0 our score. Lovejoy is leading Banneker. This is the Georgia Media Network Services. However, and wherever we think they're bringing us. Georgia Media Network Services. You can check us out online at gamedianetworks.com. You can give us a call at 850-466-1670. You can also check us out on Facebook and on YouTube. That's where we will stream the games. And you can also check us out on Twitter as well. Just like, follow, share. Trojan still get the ball. Leland Kerr across the passes. 3-ball. No good. Destiny Battle Rhodes with the shot. Missed. passing the floor. Passing. We got Preston passing to Hood. Hood in the paint for that. No good. Rebound. McIntosh. Body's on the floor. And we have no foul. Well, it's a foul, but it was. So Indiana McIntosh will shoot some free throws. First free throw. Just the back of the rim. No good. These Lovejoy Wildcats. Trying to keep their winning ways going as the second free throw is good. We have substitution. Going out is Destiny Battle Rhodes. And coming in is Tania Burns. Inbounding the pass. That's a nice check there. Looking at inbound pass to Robinson. Now passing to Hill. Turnover. Here comes the Wildcats. Pull up James. No good. Jump shot was no good by Peterson after drawing the foul, making contact. More free throws are coming up. Other recent games happening in 6A Region 4. Westlake over Jonesboro, 56-45. First free throw missed. Then you have Alpharetta defeating North Atlanta 65-40. Second free throw. Got it. 17 seconds to play. 13-0 Wildcats as Preston tried to go for a steal. Yeah, I got you. Around the basket, Hill inbounds the ball to Maya Robinson. 10 seconds left on the right side. Preston ball pass the step. Going down, recovered by the Trojans, puts up for 2 ball and got it today. And that is how the cookie crumbles. With the three-pointer, and the Trojans do not end the first quarter scoreless, but we have played the first quarter end of one. Lovejoy has 14, the Trojans have 2. First quarter is in the books. He's Dennis Thomas, our director and producer. I am Nancy However you are joining us, we thank you for doing so. Just gathering thoughts on the first quarter, it was Lovejoy. They were very active with their big girls protecting the rim on both sides. And once they got the rebound, they ran the floor aggressively. In the second quarter, we are underway. It's a 10-point game in favor of the Wildcats. Here comes Preston passing inside to Peterson. And can't get it to go. Passing it out on the left side. Then the high win. Back pass is stolen by Jasmine Knight running the floor. Here comes Robinson on the right side. Stepping back outside the arc. Driving, passing, that's stolen by Preston. It's 2-on-1 Wildcats. Pass. And that will be no good. Harrison, she got hit, but nothing was called. But on the follow through, we have a call. So Preston will go to the charity stripe.
When you're ready, I'm going to put you live.
The first free throw drains it, nothing but net. As for game stats happening later on tonight in 6A Region 4, you have Reading taking on Morrow. Reading is 5-2. Morrow is 4-3 as the second free throw is no good. Another game happening, 5-2 Lakeside will be at 4-4 Westlake.
I'll send it to Joe.
Here is Harley passing, more passing, gives it to Harrison, driving in the paint, and contact down low, the 2 minute steps taken by Harrison. That's under 7 minutes to play, second quarter. As Robinson taking the ball, crossing midcourt. Being worked out by passing, air ball out of rebound, his belly by Barnes. Ball out of bounds and for both teams. Bates is coming in. For the Trojans, and Peterson is going out for the Wildcats. Inbound pass right by the Wildcats bench. Western for the Wildcats, top of the key. Passing to Foster. Foster in the paint. Back out. Corner free ball. That is no good. Missed by Boyd and ball out of bounds. Still Wildcats ball. 14-5 our score. 6:25 remaining in the half. Weston will make the inbound pass, and they do so to Hartley. Puts the ball back to Weston. Now gives it to Boyd. Boyd driving, long pass to Lovejoy, driving, puts up a wild shot, and it won't happen. To me, Lovejoy took too many steps. As Peterson and it is a full skip, and it will be Lovejoy's ball. Excellent defense by Kira Peterson. And we have ourselves a timeout on the floor. 15 seconds to play. Second quarter. Lovejoy leading the Trojans 14-5 on the Georgia Media Network services. However, and wherever you're joining us, again, we thank you for doing so. Again, this is game one of Georgia Media Network services doubleheader. Scheduled now for game two of the boys edition of the Trojans and the Wildcats. We are back on the floor. It will be coach's ball. And that being made by her. Moving it tonight. Top of the key. Goes one screen by her. Baseline jumper. Good. Battles home. Now 7 point down. This one's Preston in the paint. Passing. Wait. Too many steps. As Heard will make another attempt for a inbound pass, and tonight more whistles push him back. That ball is going to be charged to Kira Peterson of the Wildcats. A successful inbound pass received by Naya Robinson across the midcourt, working on Preston Puts up a shot in the paint. Too strong. Gets on the rebound and gets it again. 6-point game. Trojans failed all game, but they have chipped away at 2-point lead. They started off this quarter down 10. Corner three. Down to go. Peterson from the left corner three. Here comes Robinson. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound by Boston. Another three. Hit the side of the rim. No good. Ball gets back out to Preston. Preston steps up, puts up the shot. No good. Rebound Wildcats. Puts up the finish. And does. Lena Foster looking forward and the it's back to a 10-point game. 4.5 to play. Robinson goes around the screen by her, driving, puts up the shot, out of tip. Basket doesn't work. It's recovered by Gates. Working on pressing on the right side. Gives it to her. Missed. Ball tip. Recovered by pressing at the Wildcats. Trojans are getting up shots. Get it to go. Inside, brings it up the glass. Brianna Hardy with the fancy pass from Brianna Preston. 21-9 now score. 4 minutes to play. Second quarter.
They change that quarter halftime.
Gives it to Robinson. Robinson double team. Gives it to Copeland. Copeland, the three ball right side. No good. Rebound by Foster. It's 3-on-2 Wildcats. Foster inside the paint. Lost the handle. Hits the deck. And that's in the active shooting foul. Substitutions. Dakota Harrison wins. Brianna Hardy has been very active on the boards on both sides. Well, Preston will bring down before the Wildcats. One down to Peterson. Preston three, right side, no good. Ball tipped, recovered by Boyd. Offensive rebound for the Wildcats. Preston top of the key, goes around the screen, and we're passing it. Boyd, three, right side, missed. Ball tipped, recovered by Preston. Puts up the shot and gets it to go. Wildcats are very aggressive offensively on the board. It's steal by Boyd for the easy deuce. 3 minutes to play now. 25-9 our score. Lovejoy. Robinson passing to Bates. Now pass to Hall. Back to Bates. On the right side, on the wing. Bates trying to go around the screen, trying to get away from Peterson. Passing inside tonight. We have a whistle. 2 minutes steps. Take it by early in the second period, the Trojans into now. They just pick up even more momentum. Inside the paint is Foster. Back out to Boyd. Boyd inside. Boyd for the easy bank shot by Peterson. And it is good to go. And here comes Knight. Knight in the paint. Put up the shot. No good. Shooting. That's a foul. Looked like that foul was going to be charged to Camille Muldrow. As we go to the line, that's Jasmine Knight shooting the first of 2 free throws. First one missed. As substitutions for both teams are being made. Other games in 6A Region 4, Creekside, they're 4-3. They will be at Tucker, who is 2-7 this evening. The second free throw, nothing but net. 27 to 10 our score. 2-12. First half. Here comes Peterson. Shoots. Missed everything. Ball out of bounds. Trojan ball. Bird will rebound it. Bounce pass to Robinson. That's it. And work done by Boyd on the left side. Dribbling. Try to go around Boyd and does. Gives it to Hurd. Shots blocked by McIntosh. Here comes Boyd for the Wildcats. Boyd on the left side. Puts up a shot. Can't get that to go. Hurd. Rebound. Robinson will take the hit. 90 seconds to play. 17 our score. Giving it to Hurd. Shoots the three. Missed. Peterson with the rebound. Hurd missed the corner. As the foul would be on Banneker. Each team has 3 fouls left to give. Above 21 to play in the first half. Boyd inside to Peterson. Now corner 3 missed by Harrison. Ball out of bounds. Trojan's ball. Rankings for the Banneker Trojans. They are ranked 186th in the state. In Division 5A, they are ranked 24th. There's Robinson passing, giving it to Bates. Bates being worked on by Harrison. Bates takes it to the top of the key. Bates driving right, taking out to Robinson. Robinson, long teardrop shot, no good. Rebound, Gil McIntosh. 40 seconds to play. Here comes the Wildcat. No good. It will be that ball. Morris for the Trojans recovered the ball, but Harrison took the shot, tried to step the ball to take it out. So probably they're going to do possession by possession, and they do that. They are hurt and pass to Jaden Hurd. 25 seconds to play. And Hurd lost the ball. Here comes Preston. 2-on-1. The floater in the paint, no good. It'll be a rebound and block. Back out. Another jump shot. That's no good. Getting no more. Rebound is Harrison and cleans up the board. And it is a 19-point lead in favor of the Ladies. We're on the Georgia Media Network services again. However and wherever you are joining us, we thank you for doing so. He is Dennis Thomas. I am Anthony Harp. As we have reached intermission. So we will take a 90-second timeout. We will regroup and we will give you updates on scores happening in relation to our game this evening. This is the Georgia Media Network Service. Josh. I should have get that earlier, but I was locked in. All right. Yeah. Right. We are at halftime in Hampton, Georgia. It is the Lovejoy Wildcats leading the Banneker Trojans 29-10. As halftime continues on the Georgia Media Network services, we have ourselves a little treat for you, a little halftime classic for you, if you will. So joining us now, he is pretty much the oil that gets this basketball program moving, does a lot of things behind the scenes. We are in his house, so we will let him do the interviewing, if you will, and he has a guest. So our main man is Josh. He will give you all the moments at this time and give us his best James Brown interviewing skills. So, how do you feel about the season overall? Kelly? Clayton. All right, official empty to Kelby and Josh. As that time continues, as both teams are back on the floor. Again, this is game one of our doubleheader. Game two will be the men's version of the Banneker Coast and the Lovejoy Wildcats. Moving on to preview of that game, the Trojans, they took on Bill Carter and all that ran up their coaches on the 57-48. And for the Banneker Trojans, they are off to a very slow start. They've only won one game this season, and that was in Lincoln play. As for the Lovejoy Wildcats, it is a neutral site basketball game that Charles Peterson out of Troy, Alabama. 53 to 47. So the boys out there were sticking their 14 while the boys Trojans are seeking their 16th of the season. We will step aside one more time and we will get the second half underway. This is the Jordan Media Network Center. I don't know what's going on. Oh, are you hearing anything on YouTube? You want to take it right quick? No. The power's on. I don't see anything. Well, the power's on. Check. Power on. Second hand, just seconds from getting underway.
You do this right here? Yeah. Come over here and run.
As the Trojans of Banneker, they are at a 19-point deficit. And you can see the opening second half pass is the Trojans inside. Going last minute is Brianna Hardy, continuing her aggressiveness on both sides of the ball in the first half, carrying over into the second half. Now 21-point advantage for the Bobcats. Inside, air ball, or that's not a fancy pass. Either way, Detroit come away with nothing as Peterson made her presence known down in the paint. Passing inside, ball slapped out of bounds by Hurd. Hardy looking to save the pass, and Hurd blocked it. Wildcats ball. Inbound pass to Hood, and it is a jump ball, but they're not going to jump. They're going to do possession by possession.
Good stoppage of play by Hurd. Trojans would get the inbound pass as they move from left to right on your screen. Here's Robinson, puts up a shot, no good. Harrison with the rebound. It's 3-on-2 in favor of the Trojans. Pass goes glass, no good. Might have been some contact by Peterson, for Peterson. And Preston with the uncontested floater inside the paint. And Hurd almost lost the inbound pass. Gives it to Copeland, crossing midcourt, near side right. Is passing. 3-ball. No good by Bates. Ball out of bounds. Look like that will be Wildcats ball. But nobody wants to get the ball to the ref to inbound it. Everybody decides to move to the other side of the court. Substitutions coming in for the Trojans. Burns comes in. Bates go out. 33-10 our score. 6.5 to play, third quarter. Here is Hardy on the wing. Gives it almost deflected by Robinson. Preston goes around a screen. Splits two defenders and gets the bank shot. 35-10 our score. And the ball will be stolen by Peterson. Preston has it at top of the key. Driving right. Kicking out to Peterson. She's driving, splitting two defenders. Back out to Preston. Now gives it to Hardy. Shoots, missed. Rebound, Knight, who's running the floor. And running right beside her is Harrison. Inside the paint, puts up a shot. No good. Ball tip, rebound Hardy. Here comes Preston. Preston driving, kicking out to Harrison. Corner three, left side. Yes, ma'am. 38-10 our score. Approaching 5.5 to play, third quarter. The Lovejoy Wildcats have grabbed this game by the throat and squeezed. And hopefully Dennis saw that. Maybe we can send that to the NBA's Shaqtin' a Fool, because really don't know who Jasper Knight was trying to pass that ball to. Another turnover for the Trojans. And we have ourselves a timeout. 5:21 remaining, third quarter. It has been all Lovejoy. 38-10 our score on the Georgia Media Network services. Again, this is game one of our double dip. You will catch the boys version of Banneker and Lovejoy coming up next. So be sure to like, follow, share, subscribe. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. We are on Twitter. Again, however and wherever you are joining us, we thank you for doing so. As looking at the Banneker Trojans, they are coming into tonight's game in a four-way tie for fourth place in Region 5A or 5A Region 3. Forest Park, they are in first place. Again, we saw Forest Park last week right here on the Georgia Media Network services, and they pretty much did whatever they wanted to do against the hometown Jonesboro Cardinals. That game got early very fast. Here's Foster going inside to Hood. Back out to Preston. Passing to Foster, to Preston, top of the key. Gives it to Foster again. Now passing left to Preston, driving. It's just a plethora of passes by the Wildcats. Preston looking to give it to Hood. Hood puts up a shot, no good. Well contested by the Trojans. Rebound belonging to Hurd of the Trojans as Copeland crossing midcourt with it, being contested by Hood. Now gives it to Knight. Knight puts up a shot. That's no good. Preston with the rebound. Long pass up ahead to Harrison. It's contested by Robinson, but the basket still goes. Harrison is a little bit taller than Robinson. 40-10 our score. 4:15 to play in the third quarter. Robinson taking the ball casually across midcourt. She's being worked on by Harrison. She's driving left, feeding inside to Copeland, and it was contested by Kira Peterson. Four minutes, 1 second. Jada Copeland was fouled in the act of shooting a pair of free throws, coming up in a 30-point deficit for Banneker. The first free throw is good. Recent games happening in 5A Region 3. Monday's Mill over Tri-Cities, 43-38, 46-38. Second free throw is good. 2 for 2 at the line for Copeland. And Forest Park all over Drude, 91-29. Peterson goes around a screen, bounce pass. Going inside the paint is Foster for the easy deuce. As Banneker will receive the inbound pass. Will inbound the ball, rather. Under the basket is Hill. Receiving it is Robinson, worked on by Preston on the left side. Passing, shooting, missing. Peterson with the rebound. Shot missed by Hill. Preston looking to Foster. Preston to Hood. Jump shot. Got it. 44-12 our score. Approaching 3 minutes to play. It's a steal. Wildcats recover. Foster, top of the key, driving. Puts up a shot. No good. Ball tip. Gets her own tip. Rebound. Shoots the ball. Got it. The pass and the shot. Peterson, excuse me. Getting the corner three on the right side, receiving that assist from Foster. As the Wildcats are making some substitutions, Hood is going out as Hardy comes in, guarding the inbound pass. Copeland makes the pass to Barnes, gives it back to Copeland. Copeland driving, gives it to Hurd. Hurd on the right side, being guarded. Back out to Copeland. Corner three, missed. Ball recovered. Ball out of bounds. Look like it's going to be Wildcats ball. .12:37. 47-12. All Lovejoy. Under the basket, layup is good by Anaya Boyd, excuse me. Here is Copeland giving it to Hurd, who squares, shoots a three, miss. It bounced off the rim a few times before going out of bounds. Another empty possession for Banneker. Preston crossing midcourt. Gives it to Hardy. Passing back out to Preston at the top of the key. Goes around the screen by McIntosh. Passing, shooting, missing. That was Boyd. Rebound by Robinson of the Trojans. Running the floor. And it was 3-on-4 in favor of the Wildcats. Passing, gives it to Hurd. Gives it back to Copeland. Copeland driving, puts up a shot, banking it, counting it, and a foul. So a chance for a three-point play for Banneker. They're still down big. 97 seconds to play as substitutions are being made by the Wildcats. Mildred comes in. Preston comes out. Copeland for the Trojans are at the line. Chance for a three-point play. The shot rimmed out. Boyd with the rebound for Lovejoy in the paint. Kicking out to Harrison. Harrison driving in the paint, puts up a shot, goes glass too strong. Copeland with the rebound. Ball ended up in the hands of Hardy of Lovejoy somehow. And that's going to be another foul. One on the recent game in 5A Region 3. It was Westlake over Jonesboro, 56-45. As the ball is stripped, it is recovered by the Trojans. Ball up for grabs, recovered. Hitting the deck is Jessica Bates, practically falling on the ball. And that's going to be another foul. Trojans have one foul to give. Lovejoy only has 4. A minute 16 to play. 35-point lead for the Wildcats. Robinson, top of the key, being guarded by Harrison. Passing to Copeland. Copeland in the paint, puts up a shot. That does not go. It will be a rebound by Hardy. Copeland was very aggressive in trying to strip the ball. Wildcats ball now. 60 seconds to play in the third quarter. Here is Hardy passing. Jump shot. No good by McIntosh. Rebound, Destiny Battle Rhodes. Gives it to Robinson, crossing midcourt. Driving, being worked on by Boyd. A wild, swift pass to Bates over her head. 39 seconds to play in the third quarter. We have substitutions now. We have her coming in, and we have Robinson going out for Banneker. 49-14 our score. Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Inside pass to Hardy is good. Full court press by the Wildcats. 20 seconds to play. And crossing midcourt with it is Bates. Passing, shot no good by Battle Rhodes. Ball out of bounds, still Trojans ball. 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. And Battle Rose will make the inbound pass under the basket, passing to her, puts up a shot. That was well contested. Still Trojans ball, 7 seconds to play. The Wildcats are very lengthy in the front court. Battle Rose gives it to Copeland. Puts up a shot, cannot get it. Being aggressive on the board is Hardy. And time expires. Shot would not have gone had it would have made it. At the end of a very good quarter for Lovejoy, they're up 51-14 at the end of 3. We did have 8 minutes of play in the first 3 quarters. This last quarter is going to go 6 minutes. I guess that's a part of the mercy rule for high school basketball. Again, coming up, game 2 of our double dip, the boys edition of Banneker Trojans and Lovejoy Wildcats. Games happening tonight in Region 3 5A. You have Tri-Cities. They are 4-7. They are going up visiting Elite Scholars Academy. They are 2-7. You have Creekside 4-3 at Tucker 2-7. Then you have Cedar Grove. They are 1-8. They'll be at Woodward Academy, who is 8-1. Last season for Banneker, they went 4-17 overall, 1-13 in region play. Fourth and final quarter underway. Bank shot inside is good by Brianna Hardy. 53-14 our score. Passing it to Hurd on the left side. Driving, step back, shoots, missed, recovered by Hardy of the Wildcats. Preston crossing midcourt with it. Being worked on by Robinson. Passing inside to Hardy. And Hardy gets that to go. She received the in the paint pass from Foster. And Lovejoy continues to add on to the lead. Approaching 5 minutes of play. It's a 6-minute quarter. Bounce pass inside, no good by Bates. Was that in the active shooting? Yes, it was. Wow. We have some substitutions for the Wildcats. Will the substitution be made before or after the first free throw? Well, while they sort that out, the Lovejoy Wildcats, they are ranked 49th in the state. They are ranked 9th in Division 6A. First free throw missed by Bates. Substitutions now being made. You have Hardy going out, and you have Preston going out. You have Mildrow coming in, and I believe Hood made it in as well. As the free throw is good. 40-point game, 5 minutes to play. It's been all Wildcats as Robinson for the Trojans tried to make a save off of a steal. Could not do so. Still Lovejoy's ball. Speaking of Lovejoy, coming into tonight's game, they scored 513 points and only allowed 198. Harrison missed badly. Ball tipped. Hurd with the rebound. It is stripped by Hood. Hood, she was double teamed and jump balls, which means possession by possession. Hood stripped the ball from Hurd. Hood was double teamed and ended up drawing a foul. Robinson crossing midcourt. She's being worked on by Mildrow. 5-on-5 action. 4.5 to play. Passing it to Hurd. She's on the left side. Being guarded tightly by McIntosh. And we have more whistles being blown. Still Trojans ball. Hurd under the basket. Making the inbound pass at the top of the key to Copeland, who shoots a long three. Missed. Ball out of bounds. Wildcats ball. Lovejoy last season, they went 20-6 overall and 8-2 in region play. Mildrow passing to Hood, passing inside to McIntosh. No good. Hood gets the rebound, gets the roll, gets the bucket. And we have a stoppage of play for some reason. Somebody was called for a foul. 4 minutes, 1 second to play. Ball out of bounds. Copeland tried to recover it, could not do so. So now Mildrow will make the inbound pass for the Wildcats. Gives it to McIntosh. Now Mildrow shoots the corner three, right side, miss. Harrison with the rebound, gives it to Boyd, top of the key, and more whistles. Ayanna Boyd took too many steps. Still Trojans ball. They have to run the floor here. Under 4 minutes to play. Bounce pass to Robinson. Ball touched last by Foster. Still Trojans ball. Copeland trying to find somebody and finds Robinson running the floor to the far left side. Passing to Copeland on the right side. Here being guarded by Foster. Reverse spin, shoots, no good. Foster with the rebound. And she's going to run the floor. Passing to Harrison. Corner three, left side. Yes, ma'am. Ball did not touch the rim. 60-15 our score. Long pass up ahead to Copeland. Puts up a shot. That does go. 60-17, approaching 3 minutes to play in the fourth and final quarter. Passing to Foster, passing back to Boyd. Boyd in the paint, Euro stepping and gets the deuce. Now under 3 minutes to play. It's been all Wildcats all game, but their dominance increased in the second half. Not too many points made by the Banneker Trojans in the second half, and that's another miss by the Trojans. Puts up a shot, no good. 2 missed opportunities for the Trojans. It's 1-on-1. It will be a foul on Jada Copeland, drawing contact for Foster, making Foster earn points the old-fashioned way, or the hard way rather, by making some free throws. Cedric King is in his 7th season as Lovejoy's head man. King's best season at the helm was losing only 1 game in the 2017-18 season. And there is no doubt that Lovejoy will win this game tonight as Foster missed that second free throw. Hurd passing the ball up to Knight. Knight on the right side, ball out of bounds by the Trojans. More substitutions. Peterson coming in as Foster comes out. 2:22, 63-17 our score. Boyd receives the inbound pass in the paint, puts up a shot, got that to go. There was a lot of airspace for Boyd to make the shot uncontestedly. Now you have Hall passing to her. Her gets the ball back, shoots up a three, got that to go. Jalen Hurd with the wing three on the left side. Here's Boyd with the handles, passing. Miljo three, answers right back. (68-60) our score. 90 seconds to play. Stick around for game 2. Boys edition of Banneker and Lovejoy right here on the Georgia Media Network services. It is a pick. It's a steal by Boyd. Goes glass, cannot finish. And the ball will be out of bounds. Last touched by the Trojans. Wildcats ball. Miljo driving, gives it to McIntosh. Back to Miljo, top of the key. Pass to Harrison. Corner three, right side. Yes, ma'am. She nailed the three from both sides of the paint, ladies and gentlemen. 50 seconds to play. 51-point lead for the Wildcats. Driving is Bates, stutter stepping in, getting the basket. 3 minutes to play now. Well, under 30 seconds, rather. McIntosh, top of the key, passing to Harrison, left side, and that will be a blocking foul. on the Trojans. Bates with the personal, 17 seconds. And a game that was well in hand before our halftime by the Lovejoy Wildcats. Mildrove making her way back to the top of the key and look like they'll just dribble it out. Under 10 seconds to play. Mildrove being guarded tightly. 3, 2, 1, and that is how the cookie crumbles. It was all Wildcats. The Trojan Bannekers, they will fall to 7-5 on the season. Their next game will be next year, Tuesday, January 4th. They are hosting they are hosting Jonesboro. As for the Lovejoy Wildcats, they improved to 6-1 on the season overall. Their next game will be tomorrow afternoon against Griffin. Tip-off 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And that is that. We will take a brief intermission. Final score 71-22. Lovejoy Wildcats over the Banneker Trojans. And we will take a brief intermission ourselves and regroup. Again, this is the Georgia Media Network Services. What's your name again, my dear? I'm sorry. Kelby.
want me to get are you gonna be the person walking around unlocking knocking? Am I? Okay.
All right, we are back. In between games, it was a lopsided affair in favor of the home team Lovejoy Wildcats. They dominated the Banneker Trojans 71 to 22. And now joining us again is Kelby as the boys get set, get warmed up, and ready to go. We thank you for joining us again. Clearly, you are a very busy young lady here. So, what was your thoughts on the girls' dominance of Banneker? It got late early.
Well, in my perspective, I feel like we could have had more points against them tonight. So I guess
So 7-1 was not good enough.
71 was not good enough at all.
Got it.
I was at least expecting us to be at least in our 90s or something like that because we always give teams a hard time. But maybe tonight was just one of those nights, but y'all can always catch us tomorrow.
So, what are you looking for in tonight's game?
Well. We both look like we do have some big boys, so I think that our boys have it in the bag tonight. We just need to get the ball to our shooter, make sure we get the ball down the court, and make sure we have control of the ball.
That was some in-depth analysis. You seemed a little bit concerned. I mean, let's be honest. Banneker has only been victorious one time this season.
I mean, but still, I feel like even if you're playing against a bad team, you still need to put your best foot forward because, like, just because a team is bad doesn't mean that you have to play against them. Sorry, I feel like you still need to go hard because you never know when you'll go against a harder team. So I just feel like you play hard at all times.
And then you have boys basketball head coach Willie Reese. He knows a thing or two about playing basketball because he played collegiately at Georgia Tech, and now he's taking what he has learned as a player and applying it now to these group of young men. So how big of a deal is that?
So Coach Reese I am the manager for the boys, like I said before. Coach Reese is definitely the man to go to. He makes sure, even in practice, that our boys are going hard at all times because he preaches that you practice how you play. So I feel like, if they practice hard in practice, then they'll get out here and play hard. If they practice soft in practice, they'll get out here and play soft. But right now, I feel like they have everything under the bag. Coach Reese is a very great coach for the Wildcats.
All right, and this is his third season at the helm. Obviously, his best season was his first season, going 17-10 overall, 10-6 in region play. And we get to see him coaching X's and O's tonight. Well, we thank you for joining us again. I don't know if we're going to see you at halftime or not, but you have been the MVP of our halftime in between games type of transition. So we thank you for your time, and hopefully we will see you later on down the road.
Absolutely. My pleasure. See you guys on halftime.
All right. Oh, well, that confirms you're going to see us at halftime.
See y'all at halftime.
There it is. That is Jacoby. She is joining us. She is our Wildcats insider, if you will. So we thank her for joining us, and we will take another intermission. It is game 2 of our doubleheader coming up on the Georgia Media Network services. It is the Banneker Trojans and the Lovejoy Wildcats coming up next right here on the Georgia Media Network services.
Excuse me, big fella. Hey, man, that was a good interview, man. I kind of stepped aside and listened to you guys on the other side, and it's good to have the students of Lovejoy High School to come up and do the cameras. Just mentoring is doing a great thing for the kids here at Lovejoy High School, and it shows. It shows well. And I think it was an awesome interview by you and the young lady. She is the manager for the school.
Yes, very in-depthful and very insightful. We thank her for making time out of her schedule for this evening to give us some insights, and looking forward to chatting with her again at the half.
Awesome. Awesome. I didn't know she was coming back. But
I didn't either. She kind of just answered that question that had inside my head, so she did that. But it was a lopsided affair in game one. Uh, the Lady Wildcats, they grabbed the game by the throat and squeezed. They did not give the Trojans any space, any thought of them trying to come back.
awesome. Yeah, I agree with you, man. And one of those ball games that you say you don't like to see the running clock. So, I mean, excuse me at the same time.
Yeah, well, I did notice that the first three quarters were 8 minutes long, but the fourth quarter was only 6 minutes.
Right.
I saw that last week. I saw that last week in the game one of our doubleheader between Forest Park and Jonesboro.
Right.
I mean, Forest Park was just as good, and then in their recent game, they just dominated. I want to say it was Drew. It was like Forest Park scored like 91 points. So,
Wow.
Lovejoy, it was the same thing tonight. But Jacoby believed that they could have scored like 90-some points. So apparently, scoring 70+ points is not good enough.
Wow. I mean, this is the way you take off for the Christmas holiday. The Lovejoy girls, I know when you walked into the gym, if you look up behind us on the wall, it tells all the years the girls are been to the championship, and they, excuse me, they are winning that the championship. What year was that? 2018, I think it was, the girls state championship.
Yes, looking at it, they made it to the Final Four in 17, 18, 19. That's a 3-year run for the girls. And then you look at the boys, the last time they made it, it was before the turn of the century of 1999. But the girls basketball program, hey, you got to put some respect on their name. They've been very successful all throughout the 2000s. And then the boys, they've had some success in the mid to late 1990s, and that carried over into the 2000s, into the 2010s. The last time they made the playoffs, actually, going back to 2015. This is a basketball program for Lovejoy. I mean, you have to incorporate the whole COVID-19 thing, because COVID-19 apparently is turning up. You look at the National Football League, players left and right have to partake in the COVID protocol. Games are now being rescheduled. And so one would have to think that would be detrimental to the challenges that Lovejoy had last season, because they had a very bad season last season.
I mean, with the pandemic, I mean, it's something we can't do anything about. And we're hoping that with the new variant coming out, that next year is going to be a little bit better for the schools. The kids right now are getting out of school, and this is I guess today was the last day for the Christmas break. And but like you said, throughout the NBA, the NFL, there's players coming down with this pandemic, and they're not able to play in ball games. And I think it affects the ability of the girls to get out. These girls really enjoy, and guys really enjoy getting out on the court and showing off their talents and the talent they have. Lovejoy, like I said, it's a long history of talented people. Speaking of, let's think of one football player I can think of back in the 2000s, Rashard Choice. Graduated from Lovejoy High School, played football with Lovejoy, went to Georgia Tech, played for Georgia Tech, and went to Dallas. And I think from Dallas he went to a couple other teams. Excuse me, but presently I think he's a running back coach for Georgia Tech, and that's definitely talent in Clayton County. Don't think it's not. Speak of another talented person in Clayton County was coming out of Jonesboro High School. I can't get his name off my top of my tongue right now. It'll come to me in just a second. But it's definitely talent here, folks. And you guys out there with the scouts and everything, this broadcast is brought to you by Georgia Media Network Services. It's a free broadcast. And we are mentoring students in media. We had a couple of students up in the last half, and we're working with them. And they're working the camera. They're behind the microphone. And we look to have, maybe for the years out on the floor, doing a interview on the floor with the coach probably after the ball game. So it's a step-by-step process, and we're doing everything we can to help these students and give back. Anthony just loves it. I do want to shout him out tremendously because he comes from Marietta weekend, and I can make a phone call and say, we're going to be here this week. We're going to be at Lovejoy. We're going to be at Hampton. We're going to be at Westlake. And he says, I'm there. And we thank you, and the kids thank you. And we need support. I don't want to sound like a clock, but we need support and to make this broadcast come to you each week and to continue this broadcast each week. We would like for you guys, if you want to become a partner and help out, we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. You can get a tax break at this, especially this year. If you got, if you got to pay money to the IRS, then give the money to the organization so we can help the kids. That way you don't have to pay it. You give it to the kids instead of paying it out to the government. And so we'll give you a letter so you have a tax break at the end of the year. I know I'm long-winded and I'm talking very much. I didn't talk much during the ball game, and I don't want to jump in on Anthony because he does a great job. And Anthony, I'm going to throw it back to you, buddy.
All right, Dennis. Thank you for those inspirational words. Almost cried and everything. But, yes, we're out here doing what it is that we do. We enjoy doing it. It's an opportunity to talk sports, something that I do a lot off air everywhere I go. But nonetheless, it is almost time to shake, rattle, and roll. So we will take one more brief timeout, and then we will have ourselves game 2 of our Georgia Media Network services, the boys edition of Banneker at Lovejoy.
And I'm back and getting ready to tip off the ball right here as the teams come to the center of the court. My buddy Anthony will have a lot of information coming up. How you doing, Coach? You come back and see me at halftime, Coach. Okay. You know I don't have my glasses on, so I don't want to call the wrong name and wrong player name. This is Anthony's specialty, as I pass it over to him.
All right, it is time to shake, rattle, and roll. And we are underway. As Amir Ford received the opening tip for Lovejoy. And we have a foul and a turnover already. Looking at the Banneker Trojans, they're out of College Park. They started off the season very slow, folks. They're 1-6 overall, 1-2 overall in region play. As for the Lovejoy Wildcats, they are 3-4 overall, 2-1 in region play. The last game for the Wildcats on a neutral playing surface against Charles Henderson out of Troy, Alabama, lost that game 53-47. And the last game for the Banneker Trojans against Hateville Charter out of Atlanta, they lost that game 57-48. And the inbound pass is received by James Milton of the Trojans. Passing to Zimmerman. Ball's out of bounds. Wildcats ball. Substitutions already. We got Crafton coming in. As we have Parks passing to Booker. Booker passing right to Hill. As Crafton down low turns the ball over. Scoreless game, a little over a minute passing by. Game 2 of our Georgia Media Network services, a double dip. Coleman with the ball, passing, double team, back to Coleman. Zimmerman, now Milton, 3-ball. He missed everything, ball out of bounds. JP Stevens, excuse me, that's the wrong number 3, Jordan Parks. As the Trojans, they are playing full court press, and they could not get the ball crossing midcourt in time. Trojans ball. Just underway. Game 1 of our doubleheader really wasn't much of a game. 71-22. Lovejoy girls beating Banneker girls. Inbound pass, feeding inside to Adumi. Now passing to Coleman. Coleman passing again to Zimmerman. Zimmerman on the left side, now going right. Or right side now going left, passing. Gives it to Coleman. Now you have Milton passing to Stevens. Stevens goes right, passing. Now shooting the 3. Missed the 3. That was Zimmerman. Ball out of bounds. It is still... No, it is Lovejoy's ball. Booker will make the inbound pass and does it to Parks. Parks, long pass to Hill. Hill driving, passing. Another pass. 3-ball. And that ball is tipped into the hands of the Trojans. Robert Jackson missing that field goal. The rebound was by Chris Coleman. On the other end, driving in the paint, double team. Bad pass, stolen. Adumi being very aggressive with the steal. Still a scoreless game, 5:15 to play. However and wherever you are joining us, we thank you for doing so. He's Dennis Thomas. I am Anthony Harp. Substitutions are being made by both teams. Marquise Mitchell will go out. No, excuse me. Milton will go out. And Crafton will go out for the Trojans and the Wildcats. Shots no good. Hill running the floor. Almost losing his balance. Recovers the balance. Shoots the 3 from the wing. Nothing but net. Yes, sir. That's Xavier Booker from downtown, giving us our first score of the game under 5 minutes to play. Approaching 3.5, going by 3-0 game in favor of the Lovejoy Wildcats. Try to go for a sweep. As Joshua Lorge was fouled, but that was not any active shooting. Lorge bounce pass inside, looking for Lawrence. Has him, puts up a shot, no good. And throwing Bowes, getting the rebound. On the other end is Parks. Parks driving right side, fakes, goes glass with it and scores. Inbound pass to Lorge. Lorge driving, passing. Wing 3, yes, sir. We are tied at 3. We're tied at 1 apiece and 3-pointers made. JP Stevens with the answer back from the tray. Here comes another tray. Miss there. Nick Hill shooting and missing from the right corner. Trojans ball. Under 4 to play. 2-point game. 5-3 is our score. As substitutions are being made. As Nick Hill will go out of bounds. Stevens with the rock for the Trojans, crossing midcourt. We have 3-on-3 action. Stevens against Parks. Stevens driving, shooting, missing, rebounding. Wildcats. Whiteson passing it to Parks for the Wildcats on the right side. Cuts right, puts up a shot. Oh, what's not a bad pass? Shooting a three and got it. Robert Jackson with the left corner three. Parks is slow to get up. Perhaps there was a little bit of contact down low as Parks comes out the game slightly limping as Nick Hill, who just got out the game, comes back into the game. Long pass recovered by Stevens. Uncontested layup is good. Excellent long pass from Justin Zimmerman, and Lovejoy will call a timeout. 3:14 remaining in the opening period. 8-5 is our score on the Georgia Media Network services. We'll step aside for a brief timeout. Looking at the Banneker Trojans, they are coming into tonight's game tied for third place at 1-2 in region play with Monday's Mill in 5A Region 3. Lovejoy, they have to operate against the full court press, and they have to hurry, and they do get it off, and that forces a turnover. Excellent airtight defense by way of the full court press by the Banneker Trojans. 3 minutes to play, 3-point game. Trojans are trailing. Number 3, Stevens with the basket, puts up a shot, and that does not go in the paint. Gets his own rebound somehow. Ball is tipped, is stolen by Nick Hill. Driving, lost the handle, recovered, back out. That's Whiteson inside, ball stripped from 4. It's another steal. Here comes the Wildcats. Nick Hill, he is fouled. An excellent aggressive sequence of play by the Wildcats. Nick Hill is about to shoot some free throws. As substitutions are about to be made for the Wildcats, as Hill rims out on the first free throw. Substitutions for both teams are being made. Lovejoy is in a 2-1 tie for second place with Langston Hughes in Regions 4, 6A. Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Lawrence. Crossing midcourt is Milton. Passing to Zimmerman. Zimmerman on the left side, kicking it out to Williamson. Williamson to Milton. Milton looking for somebody, looking for Lawrence down low. It's not going to happen. Well covered by Ford. Milton gets the ball, received it back from Zimmerman. Zimmerman, he's on the left corner, passing back to Milton. Milton being worked on by Jackson. Zimmerman goes around a screen by Lawrence. Fade away. Got that to go. Justin Zimmerman with the fadeaway deuce. It's a 1-point game approaching 1 minute to play in quarter number 1. Number 1, Hill, lost the ball. Stripped by the other number 1, Joshua Lawridge. Making the inbound pass is Kenny Redding. He shoots the corner 3. Got that to go from the right side. From the left side, rather. Here comes Williamson driving other way. Contested, but gets that to go. Ball out of bounds. Last touched by Last touch by the Trojans. A $1:23. First quarter, 2-point game, 11-9. Wildcats are winning. Gives it to Whiteson. Whiteson, long pass to Parks. Parks looking for Redding. Now to Whiteson. Now to Crafton. Driving is Parks. Back out to Whiteson. In the paint, well contested, down low, going glass, can't get it as Ford. Gets his own rebound, puts up a shot and finish. Amir Ford was not giving up. 50 seconds to play. Lorich gives it to Zimmerman. Inside to Adumi. And more substitutions for the Trojans. Lawrence is coming in. And Adumi is coming out. 43 seconds to play. Still Trojans ball. Large will make the inbound pass to Williamson. Back out to Milton. Now to Large. Gives it to Milton. Milton, he's being guarded by big man Xavier Booker. Large is back by the logo. 24 seconds to play. Lost the handle, recover. Passing, Large running baseline into the hands of Amir Ford, who plays for the Wildcats. Recover by Zimmerman, and we have some contact. Contact is by Jordan Parks. Both teams are starting off the game with high energy. Rasheed Williamson will make the inbound pass to James Milton. 5 seconds to play. Zimmerman passing. Shooting is Large rather. Ball out of bounds. Oh, what's that, a foul? Yeah, that was a foul. Large shoot the first free throw, gets it to go. Second free throw, no good. As more substitutions, Lawrence comes in. Williamson goes out. Oh no, the two players, they'll switch positions. Third free throw, got it. 2 for 1 at the line. And the horn will sound after Jordan Whiteson received the inbound pass. At the end of the first quarter of play, it is a 2-point game, 13-11. Lovejoy Wildcats are leading the Banneker Trojans in game 2 of our doubleheader right here on the Georgia Media Network services. And we will step aside for a brief timeout. He's Dennis Thomas. I am Anthony Harp. However and wherever you are joining us, we thank you for doing so. 2-point game in favor of the Lovejoy Wildcats. Other games happening, or recent games happening in Region 4 6A. Lakeside, they beat Cristo Rey Atlanta 59-27. Jonesboro defeated Westlake 73-56. Coleman, top of the key, passing left to Stevens. Now passing to Middleton and puts up the shot. It rims out. Rebound Coleman for the Trojans, and we have whistles. Milton makes the inbound pass to Coleman, who's now at the top of the key, passing right to Stevens, or Steffens, excuse me. Now Milton passing to Coleman. Coleman being worked on by Booker. Now here's Milton driving, zigzagging, kicking it back out to Coleman. Coleman's being worked on Booker. Now Milton, and that was a disconnect. And that was a good kick out of bounds by a cheerleader. Wildcats ball. Indeed, that was a good kick by Wildcats cheerleader. Inbound pass made by Booker. Redding had it. And now the Trojans are operating in the full court press. It is a steal by Lawrence of the Trojans. In the paint goes Glass with it. Cannot get the fall. But it will be a foul on Xavier Booker of the Wildcats. As Lawrence will shoot a pair. First free throw is good. Well, excuse me, the first free throw is missed, while the other four players for the Trojans on the floor, they had a brief word with their head coach, a brief moment of strategy. Second free throw, makes it. 6:40 to play. It is a 1-point game. And that was Xavier Booker taking too many steps. The Trojans are being very aggressive in the full court press department. James Milton will make the inbound pass. And he does to Coleman. Coleman to Williamson. Williamson is being worked on by Reddy. Here's Williamson. Back to Steffens. Steffens being worked on by Nick Hill. Bounce pass inside to Coleman. Coleman driving, lost the handle, but it's recovered. Blocked. It's recovered by Williamson. Excellent block by Marquise Mitchell. And bad handling leads to a turnover by Williamson. And we have substitutions. Robert Jackson is coming in. And Zimmerman comes in. And Williamson goes out for the Trojans. Here's Rating, shooting, missing, rebounding. Nick Hill puts up a shot, goes Glass, no good to follow. That doesn't go. Zimmerman, rebound for the Trojans. Here comes Steffens. Steffens passing in the corner to Zimmerman. Inside to Jared Lawrence for the stuff inside. And the Trojans get their first lead of the evening. Nick Hill answering, does not do so. And that is a charge on Nick Hill. .5:29 remaining in the second period. It seems that the momentum has shifted towards the Trojans. James Milton goes around the screen, goes inside to Coleman, puts up a shot, no good. The stuff cannot follow by Lawrence as this crowd was ready to erupt for the Banneker faithful. Foul on the other end. Lawrence was about to dismantle the whole basketball rim. But now we have Marquise Mitchell of the Trojans about to go to the line, shooting his first free throw and missed as substitutions for both teams come in. Other games recently that took place in Region 4 6A, Morrow all over in Northgate, 82-54. And it was North Atlanta over Alpharetta, 46-34. As the second free throw was good. We got a 14-14 game approaching 5 minutes in the first quarter, or second quarter, excuse me. You got Lorge on the left side, on the right side, excuse me, as Jackson hits the deck. There's going to be a turnover in favor of the Trojans. Or turnover in favor of the Wildcats, I beg your pardon. As Marquise Mitchell passing up ahead. Corner three, yes, sir. Robert Jackson in the left corner. It's a 3-point game. Here's Lorge passing to Steffens. Steffens on the right wing, passing to Lorge, to Zimmerman, inside to Coleman. Bounce pass inside, stripped. It will be a steal by Lovejoy. Marquise Mitchell running the floor, passing to Jackson, back out to Mitchell. Lovejoy's moving from left to right on your screen, throwing elbows is Crafton. Passes the ball to Jackson. Now gives it to Hill. Hill, pass. Another pass. Driving, contested. That is blocked. That was blocked by Zimmerman. Running the floor. Here's Steffens. Back out. Ball is out of bounds. Hustling effort made by Silent Crafton, who you can also catch on the football field as well for Lovejoy. Coleman will receive the inbound, will make the inbound pass for the Trojans. Give the ball to Williamson, now to Steffens at the top of the key. Passing left through off the hands of Joshua Large, and it's going to be a Trojans turnover. 3:37 our score, 3-point game, 17-14 in favor of Lovejoy. Mitchell crossing midcourt, gives it to Crafton, ball out of bounds. Pass was too hot to handle. Mitchell will make the inbound pass and gives it to Jonathan. A flurry of passes. Nick Hill has it. Passing. Sion. Short basket. Missed. Recovered by the Trojans. Here comes Williamson. Gives it to Steffens. Had to find the ball. Does. Gives it to Coleman, who's playing airtight defense against Nick Hill. Puts up a shot. Williamson. No good. Rebound. Lovejoy. Airtight defense by Large. Now here comes the Trojans. Here's Mitchell. Driving. Ball tipped. Recovered by Mitchell in midair. He hits the deck hard. He gets up on his own power very quickly. He looks to be okay. Under 3 minutes to play, still a 3-point game. Lovejoy leading it. Again, earlier, game one of our doubleheader, Lovejoy in the girls basketball circuit. They manhandled Banneker 71-22. Banneker looking to take their basketball talents back to College Park with at least a split. Zimmerman, long pass to Large. Now gives it to Steffens. To Large. Wing three. Hits the side of the rim. No good from the right side. It's a rebound by Jackson. Taking the ball up to midcourt is Mitchell. Driving. Kicking out. Shooting. Corner. Three. Air ball. Missed. Nick Hill gets the putback to go. Jackson missing the three. It's now a 5-point game. We have a whistle have a timeout. A full timeout called by the Banneker Trojans. 2:17 to play. 19-14 is our score. Lovejoy leading it, but the Banneker Trojans are hanging around. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter by searching Georgia Media Network Services. We stream on Facebook. We also stream on YouTube. So again, however and wherever you follow us, or however and wherever you are joining us, we thank you for doing so. Milton makes the inbound pass and does so to Steffens. Approaching 2 minutes to play. It's a 5-point game. Trojans are trailing. Inside is Lawrence. Draws the foul. First free throw, Miss Badly. Substitutions are being made by the Wildcats. Crafton comes out while Amir Ford comes in. Recent games in 5A Region 3. Second free throw is good. Tri-Cities all over Monday's Mill, 92-63. Jonesboro over Westlake, 73-56. As the Trojans, they'll get the ball back. 2 minutes to play. Crossing midcourt is Milton. Williamson back to Milton, top of the key. Being guarded by Jackson. Now passing right inside to Lawrence. Now back out to Steffens, shooting, missing, rebounding. Wildcats, foul. Rebound was by Josiah Jonathan. Substitutions for both teams are coming up. As Coleman and Large checking back in. A minute 38 to play. 4-point game in favor of the Trojans. Speaking of the Trojans, they steal the ball. Here's Zimmerman receiving the bounce pass from Coleman. It's now a 2-point game. Full court press by the Trojans. Has been very successful in favor of the Trojans. And we have James Milton down on the other end for Lovejoy. Shot is missed by Merritt Jackson, and they are going to have to make a intentional foul for the Trojans as James Milton is back at midcourt on the logo. Look like his left knee is bothering him. As we have ourselves an injury timeout. 70 seconds to play in the first half. He limps very gingerly. But that's good. And he will sit down for quite some time, more than likely throughout the rest of this first half. It's still a 2-point game. Lovejoy leading it by 19-17. Large crossing midcourt. Here Zimmerman gives it to Lawrence. More passing down inside the paint is a turnover. Here comes the Wildcats. Here comes Nick Hill reversing. No good. Ball inside, recovered by the Trojans. Here comes Zimmerman. Thought about a three. Pass to Large, who shoots the three. Got the three. From the left wing. Trojans up by one. Approaching 30 seconds to play. 20-19 our score. More passing. Nick Hill answer corner three. Missed everything. Rebound. Put up a shot. That does go by Jordan Whiteson. Trojan Wildcats back up by one. Under 20 seconds to play. 21-20 our score. And Large crossing midcourt looked like they'll hold for the final shot. Never mind. Large shoots the three. Miss badly. Rebound. Zimmerman. Floater shot. No good. Wildcats recover. That's Nick Hill. And that is how the first half will come to a close in Hampton, Georgia. Game 2 of our Georgia Media Network Services doubleheader at the half. 1 point game. 20-19. Lovejoy leading the Banneker Trojans. In a very defensive, airtight game, we will step aside. This is the Georgia Media Network Services. And then trying to look at the score, I'll look at the roster at the same time. Very hard. All right.
All Banneker basketball girls, please report to your bus at this time. All Banneker basketball girls, please report to your bus at this time. Thank you.
All right, she's back.
Hey, I'm back.
Miss Colby, right? Colby.
Kelby. Like Kelby.
Kelby. Got it.
There we go.
You see all this? I'm going to call the names all over the place. My bad.
Okay.
This is on my phone. I can hear you.
It is a 1 point game, halftime boys edition between the Trojans of Banneker and the Wildcats of Lovejoy. 21-20 our score. And our special guest for the evening is Kelby.
Hey, y'all. I'm back.
She is back. She is soaking up all of the live stream internet in between our breaks. So it is a 1 point game. How you feeling?
You want the truth?
Give me the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Okay, so we got 2 more quarters to come back, and well, not even 2. Well, yeah, we got 2 quarters to come back and redeem ourselves. I think that we got it. Our boys always play like a real close game where they'll come back in big time during the third quarter. But lately, all of our games have been like real neck to neck and close to close. So we either lost by 3 points or we'll win by like 1 to 3 points. So this is kind of normal for us.
This is kind of normal for you, but kudos to the Trojans. They are playing full court press, and it is working in their advantage.
Absolutely. I think that we need to they're really good at defense because as you can tell, like we had like 5-second violations with not getting the ball all the way down the court. So if we could just get the ball down the court instead of just, being stuck in one spot, but they're really playing good defense tonight.
Yes, they are. So how do you think this game will turn out?
Ooh.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you're for Lovejoy, so you may have a bias stance on this.
Okay, so look, I think the game might turn out pretty good. We always, when it comes to our boys, since the games be so neck and neck, they always be very intense games. Like one of our games back home, maybe 3 games ago, we went into overtime twice. So we always get caught up neck and neck with another team. But I think that we do have it in the bag. But if the other team does win tonight, good luck. May the best team win.
All right, so let's look ahead to tomorrow's game. Let's start off with the first game, Griffin girls. They're kind of so, and clearly we just saw what the girls Wildcats can do. What do you
Absolutely.
like in the first matchup tomorrow afternoon?
Well, I feel like no no team that our girls no team that any school come with Lovejoy that has any competition. I feel like we have it in the bag. We have the potential to do what needs to be done. Put it in the bag. I just feel like executing the plan is just what we need to do. Execute the plan. We had a plan and a platform. We just need to execute the plan.
All right, and for the boys edition now, maybe the boys may have themselves a slight advantage because Griffin is playing 2 basketball games in one day.
I
Yeah, how you like that?
mean, I think, well, if that's the case, then we have it. We normally watch film on schools before we actually play them, so we can get a look at, exactly what we're working with before we get to it, and it won't be like a surprise to us. We watch film like before practice sometimes, or we'll watch film after practice. So, or we'll just watch it at home. So it's like homework. The
I know you kids love that.
No, not that type of homework, but the game just don't stop when you go off the court. I feel like the game continues with it when being on the court and off the court. So I feel like Coach Reese and Coach King also, shout out to them. They give our girls and boys homework, which they need to do. So they make sure that they won't be surprised. They make sure that they won't be lacking. You get what I'm saying?
I hear you, and you have been the star of our breaks, such as halftime, intermissions, and things like that. We thank you for making time for us during your busy in-game schedule. We thank you for joining us.
My pleasure. Go Wildcats.
Go Wildcats indeed. She is Kelby. She is a game manager for Lovejoy, and she has been joining us throughout our broadcast. We thank her for joining us. We will take another brief timeout. 1 point game at the half, 21-20. Wildcats leading the Trojans on the Georgia Media Network Services. Girls basketball for Lovejoy. All right. Is it showing up mid-quarter?
Well, guys, we I just made contact with the principal secretary. She's gonna get me for not calling her name out right now, but she called Coach King, the girls basketball coach, and hopefully he's gonna come over. We're gonna give him an uninterrupted interview. We're gonna go on live with him on the air, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the girls basketball team and some of the things that they've done in the past, and what they expect for the future. These girls won by a big lead. Um, they won by 70 to what was that, 20 something, 30 to 40 point lead. If I can recall correctly.
Doing the math off the top of my head, I want to say it was a 49-point lead.
Okay. Again, like we said, that's the girls. excuse me, the Lovejoy girls, and the Lovejoy is one of the top teams in Clayton County. Lovejoy girls, and right now I think as far as I don't know which one's on top, Lovejoy or Forest Park, but both these guys are awesome basketball teams, and they're going to go a long way. I mean, Anthony was reading the banners earlier, all the years, and as I want to remind everybody, Lovejoy in 2018. Well, 2018, I was here. I went to the game. It was at Georgia Tech, and the Lovejoy girls won the national championship. Matter of fact, I need to try to pull that video. I did a little short video on my cell phone. I think I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna bring it up to the next ball game, and I'm gonna play it. It was an awesome experience. The first time Lovejoy has won a state championship at any sports, or well, basketball or football, I should say. But they have won, several in track and different things like that, and we got a lot of scholar athletes coming out of Lovejoy High School. Well, it looks like the game's going to come back, and like I said, when Coach King gets back, we're gonna come right back to you, and we'll do that interview live, uninterrupted.
Second half underway. 1 point game in favor of the Wildcats. It's a steal as Steffens steps out of bounds. That escalated quickly because it looked like the Trojans was about to take the lead again. Parks crossing midcourt, passing, shooting. Air ball, recovering by the Wildcats. It was stripped from Ford. Here comes Large. Layup, no good. Rebound, Wildcats. Throwing bows is Marquise Mitchell. Here comes Parks to Mitchell. Teardrop over the head of Adumi, no good. It's a jump ball. Possession by possession. Large crossing midcourt. Approaching 1 minute going by in the third quarter. Steffens makes his way from the right side to the left side as Coleman lost the handle, recovered. Here comes the Wildcats. Layup goes by Hill. It was a steal-on-steal type action for both teams down on the other end as the Trojans are moving from left to right on your screen as Steffens hits the deck, losing the handle, and he is out of bounds. Oh, no. Is it still in play? No, it's not in play. I thought I heard a whistle.
I mean, there was no action there for a minute. I
would have thought everybody just froze. The Wildcats, they just kept on running. Hill crossing midcourt, trying to beat the full court press and does. Now passing it to Parks, to Mitchell for the Trojans. Now back to Parks. He's being guarded by Zimmerman. Bounce pass inside, lost the handle, was Ford. Here comes the Trojans, and it's stripped. Stevens was stripped, looked like by Kenny Redding. That was not in the active shooting. Almost 2 minutes going by. It's a 3-point game. 23-20 our score. Long pass. It will be recovered by Coleman. Coleman passing to Steffens. Steffens passing. Another pass to Zimmerman. Zimmerman dancing with Crafton. Passing. Large shooting. Air ball caught by Nick Hill for the rebound. Running the floor. Slowing it down. Passing. Another pass. Inside. No good. The follow. Yes. Jordan Parks gets the basket and the foul. As substitutions are being made for the Trojans, Lawrence will come in. Coming out is Adubi. At the line, Jordan Parks. First free throw. Well, only free throw. Got it. The 3-point play is good. 6-point lead for the Wildcats. They've had the lead most of the game, and now the Trojans are getting a taste of their own medicine, trying to beat the full court press. Here's Zimmerman. Contested foul or contested shot, no good. Here comes Hill the other way. The layup, no good. Rebound, Steffens for the Trojans, running the floor. In the paint, layup, no good. Parks gives it up ahead. Layup, got it to go. Kenny Redding with the deuce. It's now an 8-point game. Free throw line jumper by Coleman. Rattles, miss, Hill, rebound, out of bounds. That is Trojans ball, and we have ourselves a timeout on the floor. Wildcats are on a 6 or 8-0 run. Timeout, third quarter, 4:47 to play. In the third quarter, he's Dennis Thomas. I'm Anthony Harp. However, and wherever you are joining us, we thank you for doing so. Be sure to like, follow, share, subscribe on YouTube and Facebook, as well as follow us on Twitter as well. Games happening in Region 6A, or Region 4 is 6A. Tonight, have North Atlanta. They're 5-3 against Pearl Con. They are 5-1, so both teams are trying to get their 6th win of the season. Lakeside 2-5 at Westlake 7-4. And Redan 1-3 at Morrow, who are 6-2 coming into tonight's game. Now here's Crafton passing. Nick Hill, corner three, right side. It rattles in and goes. And now we have ourselves a 10-point game. Again, the Trojans are seeking their 2nd win of the season. It's a steal. Here comes Nick Hill the other way. Wild shot, no good. The follow is good by Jordan Parks. Body's hitting the floor. Here comes Milton for the Trojans on the left side. Pull-up jumper, missed everything. Caught by Nick Hill on the other end. It's 2-on-1. The rebound, the layup is good by Robert Jackson. And just like that, it is now a 15-point lead for Lovejoy. 3:59 to play in the third quarter. This game escalated rather quickly for Lovejoy. Other games coming up in Region 3, 5A. You have Forest Park. They are 0-6. They'll be at Mount Pesca Christian, who is 4-2. Mays 7-2 at Woodward Academy, who's 4-4. Etowah 4-6 will be at the 7-1 Tri-Cities. In a game that just gotten way out of hand quickly in the third quarter in favor of the Lovejoy Wildcats. So Woodward Academy, they're balling tonight, and they balled last night as well. Woodward Academy last night defeating Westminster Christian 63-41. Full court press being ran by the Wildcats. Dasher passing the ball to Large. Large being guarded by Crafton. Goes around a screen by Lawrence. And we have a whistle. And it is going to be the Wildcats ball. 3:38 third quarter. 15-point game, 35-20. And here comes Redding, and the ball was well contested by Jarrett Lawrence, who has to be the tallest man on the floor. Catch and shoot off the inbound pass. No good. Recovered. Layup. Gets that to go. Counted and the foul. And we have substitutions for the Trojans. Any moment now, Dante Smith will check in. Large will check out. One free throw to complete the potential three-point play. Free throw missed. Rebound. Booker. Back out to Parks. Approaching 3 minutes to play. Booker in the corner. Too many steps. It's going to be a turnover for the Wildcats. 17-point game. Crossing midcourt was Dante Smith, seeing his first action of the game. Now here's Zimmerman. Another pass. Smith, now Dasher. Back to Smith. Back to Zimmerman. Perimeter passing. Pass contested inside by Xavier Booker. Inbound pass received by Smith. A plethora of passes by the Trojans. Driving inside, ball stripped by Redding. Turnover for the Wildcats. Full court press being ran by the Trojans. Here comes Jackson. Lost the handle. Ball recovered by Crafton. Passing to Parks. Now passing to Booker. Back to Parks, top of the key, being guarded by Dante Smith of the Trojans. Working, it's a poke. It will be recovered by Parks, who hits the deck. That's going to be a foul on Dante Smith, who stripped the ball but could not capitalize for the steal. Inbound pass made by Redding. Redding looking to pass it to somebody and does. Looking to Parks. Gives it to Booker. Crafton. Now Booker. Corner three. Yes, sir. Made by Robert Jackson in the right corner. It is now a 20-point lead for the Wildcats under 2 minutes to play. Smith going around, not one but two screens. Passing Zimmerman, corner three, right side, air ball out of bounds. From our vantage point, it looked like Lawrence last touched the ball, but they said Robert Jackson for the Wildcats officially touched the ball last. So perhaps the Wildcats, they got hoodwinked. Inbound pass received by Lawrence. Puts up a shot, no good. He is fouled. Fouled by Crafton. So free throws are coming up for Smith. 20-point game. 96 seconds to play in the third quarter. First free throw. Missed. Banneker Trojans, again, they're out of College Park coming into tonight's game. They have scored 330 points. They have allowed 429. They are ranked 402nd in the state. In Division 5A, they are ranked 49th. Second free throw is good. We have substitutions for the Trojans. Or is it a timeout? No timeout, substitutions. Lawrence goes out. Zimmerman goes out as well. Full court press by the Trojans. Here comes Booker. Inside the four, puts up a shot. It was contested Shot contested by Rasheed Williamson. $1:27 to play. Amir Ford about to shoot some free throws. First free throw. Got it. Lovejoy Wildcats coming into tonight's game. They have scored 395 points. They have allowed 384 points. Second free throw. Missed that one. Rebound by Coleman of the Trojans. Crossing midcourt with it. 20-point game, 41-21. Approaching a minute to play remaining in the third quarter. A plethora of passes, fakes, now driving, passing is Smith in the lane. The floater, no good. Rebound, blocked, inside, ball tipped, recovered by the Trojans, by the Wildcats rather, in the hands of Marquise Mitchell. Williamson wrapped up Mitchell. Under a minute to play. 20-point game in favor of the Trojans, or the Wildcats, excuse me. Trojans are playing full court press. It's a foul in the back by the Wildcats. Speaking of the Wildcats, they are ranked 205th in the state. They're ranked 35th in Region 4A. Free throws for Marquise Mitchell. Missed. Rebound, Trojans. Smith will take the ball up mid-court. 45 seconds to play. Passing, another pass back to Smith from Stevens. Now Stevens with the ball. He's on the left wing. Now passing, more passing. Smith, passing. Driving, baseline, jump shot, no good. Or layup, no good, rather. Amir Ford with the rebound. And that is out of bounds. Last touch by the Trojans in front of the Trojans bench, who does not agree with that call. $20 seconds to play. Jordan Parks crossing midcourt with it. Marquise Mitchell passing, shooting the three. In and out by Robert Jackson. Ball out of bounds. As the Lovejoy Wildcats cheerleading members had to duck out of the way. Under 10 seconds to play. Here comes Steffens. Layup, no good. Ford with the rebound. Passing up to Mitchell. 1 second left. And that is how the cookie crumbles. At the end of 3 quarters of play, it is a 20-point game. 41-21 our score on the Georgia Media Network services. He is Dennis Thomas. I am Anthony Harp. However and wherever you are joining us, we thank you for doing so. As this is the 4th and final quarter. 20-point game in favor of the Lovejoy Wildcats. Looking at the Trojans, last season, they went 4-20 overall and 1-13 in region play. The Trojans, they are trying to get their second win of the season. They have been very successful defensively in trying to contest the full court press, but a lot of work is still yet to be done. 20-point game, 8 minutes to play. Wildcats, they receive the inbound pass to start off the quarter. A lot of passing, shooting, corner three, missing. Rebounding, Trojans. That's Dante Smith. That was Booker in the right corner missing. Here's Coleman looking for a pass. Can't do it. He drives. Draws the foul. Substitutions coming up. Substitutions for both teams coming in. Coleman is at the line for the Trojans. First free throw. Got it. As Zimmerman comes in for the Trojans, and Stephen Craig, the quarterback for the football team, comes in for the Wildcats. Whiteson will go out. Jordan Parks. Whiteson will go in. Jordan Parks will go out. Second free throw coming up. Missed. Rebound. Covered by the Wildcats. Passing up ahead. Intercepted. Recovered by Ford. Got it to go. Zimmerman caught the pass in midair. It was stripped by Ford of the Wildcats and gets the easy deuce. 50 seconds have gone by. Jump shot missed by Williamson. Pass recovered by Zimmerman. Stephens faking, shooting, get it blocked by Ford. As Whiteson was getting double teamed, Mitchell lost the handle. Here comes Stephens up ahead and count that and the foul. Basket was double teamed not by one but by two Wildcats. That was a much needed basket by the Banneker Trojans. The last time the Trojans had a winning season was 2017-18, finishing 14-10 overall and 8-6 in region play as the three-point play happens. Full court press by the Trojans. Here comes Jackson. Passing. Craig, three ball, got it. But the basket does not count. Wow, Stephen Craig. Want to say this is his first time in the game off the bench. Nails a three in the right corner, and it was waved off. Smith inside, lost the handle, put up the shot, count that, and the foul. J.P. Stephens at the line for a potential three-point play. The only win for Banneker this season was against Forest Park, winning that one by 2, 50-48. Could not complete the three-point play. Zimmerman gets the rebound, pulls up a shot, no good. And that is J.P. Stephens getting another and one. And why is the clock running? The clock stops. About 4, maybe 5 seconds went off the clock. J.P. Stephens going to the line in just seconds. After getting one and one, he gets another. Substitutions made. Craig goes out for the Wildcats. Coming in is Crafton. More substitutions coming in. Marquise Mitchell goes out. Nick Hill comes in. Jordan Parks comes in. J.P. Stephens at the line. Shooting. Got that one to go. It's now a 17-point game. 6:17 to play. Full court press being ran again by the Trojans. Here comes Parks. Driving is Ford. Lost the handle. Recovered. Nick Hill shooting a three in the corner. Got it to go. And one. Nick Hill in the near left corner, clapping back. A chance for a 4-point play. Free throw. Got it. Lovejoy went 1-18 overall last season, going 0-10 in region play. And it looked like it's going to be a foul on Lovejoy. Zimmerman catch and shoot three, missed. Rebound Wildcats. Up ahead to Jackson. He's contested, now passing the forward. Now here comes another pass, and Nick Hill could not handle the pass outside from Crafton. Throwing the ball over. Under 6 minutes to play. Here's Zimmerman. Bounce pass nearly stolen by Parks, but it's out of bounds. Coleman, Zimmerman in the corner. Bounce pass to Smith. Smith driving. Oh, he was all kinds of held. That was in the active shooting. Looked like that might have been by Robert Jackson. It was by Robert Jackson of the Wildcats. As Marquise Mitchell, who just came out the game, is about to come back in the game. First free throw for Smith. Gets that. Large will come in for the Trojans. Williamson will go out. Due to foul trouble issues, Jackson will go out. Second free throw. Got it. 15-point game now. Trojans slowly but surely chipping away. Here's Hill. Counted and the foul. Have yourself a fourth quarter Nick Young. Nick Young is about to score 7 points, and nope, he scored 6 points in about the last minute and a half of game time. He could not converge on a 3-point play. Steffens passing to Zimmerman. In the corner is Williamson driving, ball out of bounds. Williamson hits the deck, last touch by the Wildcats. 5:17, fourth quarter. 49-32 our score. Trojans trailing the Wildcats. A plethora of passes has Williamson in the corner. Passing inside to Coleman. Coleman lost the handle. Recovered by Large. Inside to Steffens. Ball stripped from behind by Hill. Here it comes. The Trojans on the other end trying to defend. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Wildcats. Under 5 minutes to play. Passing to Large. Here comes Zimmerman. And that is a foul. Should be a foul on Amir Ford. That was in the active shooting. So Justin Zimmerman will shoot a pair. Cannot converge on the first free throw. Willie Reese is in his third season as head coach at Lovejoy. The Wildcats went 17-10 overall and 10-6 in region play in Reese's first season. Second free throw, cannot get it. Rebound by Crafton. Trojans with the full court press. They've been successful in that department thus far. Here's Parks driving in the paint. That's a foul. Driving in the paint from the right side. More free throws coming up for the Wildcats. First free throw, missed it. Second free throw. Gets that to go. 50-32. Is stolen. No, recovered by Zimmerman. Up ahead to Large. Now that's a steal by the Wildcats. Up ahead is Mitchell. Mitchell, layup, goes glass with it and goes. As Dasher ended up hitting the deck, and it is ball tip. It is officially stolen by the Wildcats, specifically by Crafton. Crafton, corner three, passing, got that to go. Kenny Redding, right corner. 4 minutes to play. Wildcats just about got this one wrapped up in the bag. Lawrence was driving. He got fouled. 3:49 to play in the fourth quarter. Smith coming back in for the Trojans. Well, on the verge of coming back in for the Trojans. As Lawrence about to shoot some free throws here. First free throw, no good. That's Kenny Redding with his first foul of the evening. And Trojan Wildcats, they make their substitutions. Craig goes out. Crafton goes in. Those two did battle on the football field these last 2 seasons as well. Second free throw, no good. The follow-through putback is good by J.P. Steffens. Full court press again by the Trojans. Here comes Mitchell driving, passing to Ford, gets it, no good. Gets his own rebound, no good. Second shot, no good. Up ahead to Zimmerman, is fouled, and count that. The lead is big for the Trojans, but the Trojans are not giving up. As substitutions for both teams are being made. Lawrence will take a seat, as well as Steffens will. Possible three-point play for Zimmerman. Got it, nothing but net. More full court press being made by the Trojans. Up ahead, got it, layup, that is good. That is uncontested. And look like we got a technical foul. Kenny Redding was up ahead, made the layup, might have said something to Zavion Dasher, and the official caught that. So we got our first technical foul of the game. Don't know what was said by Mitchell as Zimmerman makes the free throw for the Trojans. Either way, one of the officials heard it or saw it, and that was that. Zimmerman is 2 for 2 with the free throw shooting. (57-39) our score. 3:19 remaining in the game. Dasher with the inbound pass. Shoot by Zimmerman. He missed. Rebound Trojans. Parks will take it across midcourt. Driving. Passing. More passing. Parks on the other side. Inside to Jonathan. Gets that to go. Josiah Jonathan in the paint for the Trojans. Under 3 minutes to play. It's a 20-point game. Trojans are trailing. Reverse layup cannot follow by Williamson. Here comes Parks on the other end. Gives it to Craig. Pass. Inside. The deuce to Jonathan. Whoa, tough contact as Large hit the deck. And a pass from Mitchell to Troy Washington. Another football member for Lovejoy as Large on the other end draws a foul. He took a hard hit down on the other end. He stayed down there and he draws a foul. He will go to the line to shoot two. First free throw, got it. As Lawrence will come into the game. Dasher will come out the game. Whiteson will come into the game. Parks will go out of the game. As the other free throw was good, 63-14 our score. Here comes Mitchell. Crossing midcourt, approaching 2 minutes to play. Here comes Washington, puts up a shot, no good, gets his own rebound, hits the deck, and that will be, looks like the Wildcats ball. Inbound pass. A plethora of passes under 2 minutes to play. Jonathan stripped from behind, or really from the side, by Lawrence. Lawrence looks to be the tallest man on the floor. Free throws by Josiah Jonathan coming up. The first free throw. Got it. Second free throw. 2 for 2 at the line. 1:44 to play. 65-41 our score. To Smith. Passing inside to Lawrence. And tried to stuff it. Cannot get it. Gets the ball back. Puts up a shot. Can't get that one. Ball is tipped. And Lawrence with it. Puts up a shot. Draws the foul, but cannot get the deuce. Lawrence getting deflections. Going through double teams. And drawing the foul. Going to the line to shoot a pair. .124 left in the fourth. First free throw, missed. Second free throw, missed that one. It's going to be a rebound to Stephen Craig. Full court press by the Trojans again. This time the ball hits the side of the scorer's table. Inbound pass to Whiteson. Driving. Being chased from behind was Smith. Passing. Mitchell driving. Looking to pass again. In the right corner was Troy Washington, and we have whistles being blown. More substitutions. Dasher, no correction. That's Elias Harrison making his first appearance in the game this evening, as Williamson will take a seat. First free throw made by Mitchell. We got the game's first and only technical call of the game. Second free throw, got it. 67-41 our score. 65 seconds to play in the game. Corner three. Yes, sir. Fresh off the bench is Harrison for the Trojans, making a three in the left corner. Driving, layup, no good, contested. Mitchell hit the deck as Zimmerman hits the deck. Either he tripped over his own feet or Stephen Craig's foot. Either way, 42 seconds to play. Inbound pass received by Whiteson. He's been double teamed for the full court press. Passing to Mitchell. Passing to Troy Washington. Wing three, right side. Missed badly. Ball bounces behind the backboard. Here comes Dante Smith. Mid-court, driving. Lost the ball, handle recovers and tries to save it. Cannot save it. Wildcats ball. 23 seconds left. And it looks like they're just going, the Wildcats will just sit on it. As the Banneker Trojans, they will fall to 1-7 overall. Their next game will be at the South Cobb Eagles in Austell. Under 10 minutes to play. Washington has it. He will just dribble it out. The Lovejoy Wildcats then improve to 4-4 on the season. Their next game tomorrow evening, hosting the Griffin Bears. And that is that. The ball game is over. So the Lovejoy Wildcats, they win in girls basketball and boys basketball. Dennis?
Well, guys, that was a fantastic ball game. I mean, they started off, the Wildcats was kind of started out slow. It seemed like they couldn't get past the press, but after coming back for the second half, they played a lot better ball in control. I mean, I think they realized they were at home and they did what they had to do to win the ball game. A 67-44 win is impressive, especially when you're at home. And no school tomorrow. No school. The school's out for the holidays. It's awesome deal. Just want to remind you guys, we do have a thumbnail up for the game tomorrow. We will not be broadcasting the Griffin ball game. There was some technical difficulties, some things that came up that we have no power. So we would not be able to broadcast that ball game, but we will be with you after the holidays. And there's a lot of more games to go throughout the county. We love Lovejoy. Lovejoy love us. And so we try to bring this broadcast to you live and stream it live. So those of you or your parents or your family, no matter where you stay in Georgia or Wisconsin, you can actually go online and watch this game live. So tell a friend to tell a friend they can stream live on Georgia Media Network throughout the season. Now, on the other hand, we want to offer you guys the opportunity to be a partner. We are a nonprofit organization, 501c3 certified by the IRS. And therefore, if you want to become a partner, if you want to help us out, go to our website. Let me put this on the screen here. You can see it. There we go. How to become a partner. You can go to our website at gamedianetwork.com. Our sole purpose is to mentor students in media. We had students here tonight working with us on the cameras and doing a fantastic job. This is just one of many, many schools in Clayton County that we're trying to touch and give these guys an opportunity to have a career in the media industry. The website, the phone number, 850-466-6070. Call us that number, or you can call us at 678-900-9840. Call us and ask us how you can become a partner so we can continue to bring you these free live broadcasts throughout the week. Just want to take off my hat to my boy Anthony over here. He comes down from Marietta each week. When I say it's a ball game, he comes down each week, says, hey, where are we going this week? And he's there. And neither one of us get paid to do this, but we just love the kids and we want to give back. But everybody knows it takes money to run an operation. We have 3 cameras, and we're looking for more mentors to be able to help more kids and go to more schools. So whatever you can do, just give us a call or either email us. You can actually email us at that's just the website, Georgia Media Network at gmail.com. Email us that address and let us know that, hey, look, you want to help us out. You don't have, if you got a business, and we'll shout your business out during the ball game. So it's a 2-for-1. I mean, if you want to if you got a business and you got an insurance company, car dealership, or whatever, a few dollars go a long ways. It's better than no dollars. So we can continue to bring this live fantastic broadcast to you each week. Also, we are viewed live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This broadcast is brought to you live on all three of those networks at the same time, simultaneously. I think I probably said enough, and Andrew want to probably wrap this thing up and close it out. So, one thing about these high school gyms, they normally shut it down. Huh? He said, keep it up. Well, I'm going to shut it down if you don't have anything to say, because they're going to ask us to leave out here, and it's getting late. But I just want to thank you guys for joining us here at Georgia Media Network from Clayton County at Lovejoy High School Gymnasium live. This is a Georgia Media Network Services Opportunity Program. Thank you and good night.